Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say, Jove laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou think'st I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo. But else, not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behaviour light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those who have more coying to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love which the dark night hath so discovered. I would like to talk a little bit about how I prepare a character when I'm cast, and specifically, obviously, I would like to talk about my preparation for the role of Juliet in Romeo and Juliet. So the first thing that happens whenever I get cast in a play is I'll get the script, and then I read it at least 2 times. The first time I want to get a general overview of what the story is and what's being told. And the second time I read it from the perspective of my character. So what is my character thinking? What do I say? What do I do? And also, what do other characters say about my character? Then I go into a little bit of a deeper text analysis with the play. I go through and I make sure I know what I'm saying, what my character is saying at all times. As you know, this was written hundreds of years ago, so there are words that sometimes I don't know, and then I'll look them up to make sure that I understand the meaning. And if there's any full sentences I don't understand or anything that I'm struggling with the meaning of, I try to translate it for myself into English, or not English, it is all English, into contemporary English, so that I have a crystal clear image in my brain of what I'm saying, and I know what's going on for the character at every second. Once I've done all of that text analysis, I've read the play, I've scanned it for the verse, which I'm sure you've learned about, then I do a comparison between the character and myself. So I always want to bring myself to whatever role I'm playing, because the role is just on paper. The character is just on paper, and it takes a real living, breathing human being to turn it into a character. So I find similarities between myself and the character. I think I share a lot with Juliet. So I bring what I know of myself to Juliet, and I put myself into Juliet's circumstances to really find out who I am. And then after all that work is when the real fun begins, which is when you get in the rehearsal room, and then you get to play opposite another actor who brings themselves to the role and the work that they've done. And you get to learn a lot about yourself just by reacting to what they've done. You get to learn through the rehearsal process and through any director feedback and notes and guidance to deepen what your knowledge of your character. And so what I know about Juliet is informed by what the other character gives me in the scene, and what I find by bringing myself in rehearsal and putting myself in Juliet's shoes over and over again.